Hello, everyone. Welcome back to session number 2 for YES 102. That's mobile application development for digital agriculture revolution. So this is Alcado Alex Barakabis will be with you again in this session. So the outline, we cover why mobile apps development. Why do we develop actually mobile apps? We cover mobile app design issues and considerations. And then I will introduce to you a guide on how to build a closed mobile app using a closed platform, that's a Flutter and Dart to programming language. So one can ask, why mobile apps development? So we develop, we use mobile apps, or we use smartphones to develop apps because of the following 4 reasons. One, smart devices are the transformative devices. Second, they can reach many customers at once. And then mobile apps they are the changing business processes. And the last reason, which is of course very interesting, you make money out of your mobile app. So we say mobile technology is certainly receiving a lot of attention in the current IT industry, as well as business IT companies. So mobile apps, mobile devices, of course, they give you, they provide new capabilities, new possibilities to our business environment in personal software, because they are through the fast computing platforms which can enable us to develop different apps, applications that can help not only farmers but business companies, business environments in general. So we say mobile devices have the capability to be made aware of the current environment through built-in sensors. Some of the mobile apps have sensors which now can be used to sense the current environment, temperature, weather, etc. So these sensors are designed to capture where they are first, where they are going, and the environment around them. Sensors can, for example, identify the current location within a few meters, capture the current head orientation, acceleration, movement of the car, for example, movement of a person, movement of a device that a mobile phone is integrated with, etc. So we say they have those kind of capabilities to capture information about the ambient environment, light levels, temperature, pressure, or even magnetic field. So the Google Play Store and Apple application store provide the app develop access to the market of app for app purchasers. Now the developer does not have to worry about product distribution or returns, for example, or even payment collection. So you say these stores, that's Google Play Store and Apple App Store. They does all this and convert for the users or for the purchasers. Again, the smartphones users automatically go to these Play stores to get new apps or browse for apps that might be of their interest. So developing a mobile app is a complex and a challenging task, of course, because you need first to understand these frameworks which are used, for example, Flutter. You have Eclipse, for example, and some of them, of course, use this programming language, for example, Java programming language, C++, that two programming language in the case of Flutter. So you need to know, to have knowledge and the skills of all these programming language and the overall platform on how they work. So to develop an application supporting both operating system, you need to code in 2 different languages using 2 different frameworks, for example. This is in the case if you want to develop only apps, mobile apps, which are specific for Android mobile phones. And if you want to develop mobile apps which are specifically used for Apple iPhones, for example, based mobile phones. So it's a kind of complex tasks that you need to do. But thanks to the cross-platform platforms, for example, Flutter, which can enable now anyone developers to develop these mobile apps, which can be used in any smartphone, for example, Android and iPhone-based mobile phones. So we say, irrespective of their simplicity or complexity, these frameworks, platforms always have many disadvantages. One of the main drawback being their slow performance. And some of the platforms, of course, they have disadvantage or the drawbacks, including the performance becoming slow when you run these apps in our mobile phones. So here comes now Flutter. Is this the future of mobile apps development? It can enable you to develop close mobile apps which can be integrated in any mobile phone. So introduction to Flutter. What is Flutter? We say Flutter is a simple and a high performance framework based on that 2 programming language. It provides a high performance by rendering the user interface direct in the operating system's canvas rather than through native framework. So Flutter can provide you with widgets, user interface, where you can create modern applications, modern-based applications for agriculture or any business environment. So these widgets are optimized for mobile environment, and designing the application using is as simple as designing HTML code. So for those who are aware of how to develop simple web page websites, so it's the same on how you can code these widgets using in Flutter platform. So Flutter application is itself a widget. So because we say it supports animations and gestures, so which we come to see later on in this course. And these are the advantages of Flutter. First, we say Flutter comes with the beautiful and customizable widgets for high and the outstanding mobile application, which Flutter also fulfills all the custom needs and the requirements of a customer, a company, or any domain. So we say Flutter use that language that has large repository of software packages, which lets you extend the capabilities of your mobile application. So developers need to write just a single code base for both application, and this is one of the biggest advantages of using Flutter development platform. So we say Flutter needs laser testing. Because of its single code base, it is sufficient if you can write just automated tests once for both platforms. You see how it works later on in the coming sessions. So Flutter's simplicity makes it a good candidate for fast development of mobile apps. Of course, many disadvantages of Flutter, but it has also its own disadvantage. And one being coded in that language, where you need now to have skills and knowledge of that language. Modern framework tries to separate logic and user interface as much as possible, but using Flutter, the user interface logic is intermixed. So we can overcome, of course, this using smart coding and using high-level mode to separate user interface and logic. So you see also later on how you can separate the interface, user interface, and the Flutter logic. So Flutter is, yes, another framework to create mobile application. Developers are having a hard time choosing the right development tools in huge populated segments. Of course, in my case, Flutter is the best at the moment, but based on developers themselves, competence, skills, and knowledge on different development platforms, someone can choose another mobile app platform to use. So here we have the Android life cycle. When you have, say, created, developed your mobile app, then you want to run your mobile app in the Android-based mobile phone. So this just shows a cycle, the life cycle of a running mobile app in Android-based phone. So you have this on create, created, you start, when it is started, you can resume your mobile app, you can stop or you can pause your mobile app, you can even destroy the mobile app in your smartphone. So activity is visible and user can interact with it while you want to resume, or while you have started your mobile app, you can just now start interacting with it in your mobile phone. This is again iOS life cycle of mobile app already developed and then already running in your mobile phone. This is the iOS life cycle. If you see the difference between Android and iOS, Android life cycle is simple compared to the Android mobile apps life cycle. So the same running, you can pause, you can resume, you can stop your app while it is running in iPhone based mobile phones. Now this just some concepts for you to understand the life cycle of these mobile apps, why they are already installed, created, developed in these mobile phones. Now we go to C to look into the Flutter installation in Windows and different, of course, operating system. So first, you need to understand the system requirements which are needed. You need to install and run Flutter in operating systems, for example, Windows 7, Spark 1, or later operating system, 64-bit operating. So of course, we recommend 64-bit operating system for smooth running of Flutter. The disk space recommended is 1.64 gigabyte. This does not include disk space for IDE disk. So tools, Flutter depends on the following tools being available in your environment. You have Windows PowerShell 5, of course, or newer. This is pre-installed in Windows 10. You have GIT for Windows 2 and above with the user from the Windows command prompt. Of course, you can just install this if it is not already installed in your machine. So we say the GIT for Windows is already installed. Make sure you can run GIT commands from the command prompt or the PowerShell. You need to follow these steps in order to install Flutter in Windows-based operating system. First, just go to the Flutter website and download the latest Flutter SDK. You need to unzip in step 2. Unzip the zip archive in folder, say wherever you want. For example, in C, drive C, and then Flutter. Step number 3, you need to update the system path to include Flutter bin directory. This is a very, very important step. So step number 4, you need to to provide, Flutter provides a tool called Flutter Doctor. So the Flutter Doctor is the tool which just check if all the system requirements have been met in your machine, in your computer, so that you can go on with further installation. So step number 4, you just run this command, that's Flutter Doctor. Step number 5, run the above command with will analyze the system and show its report as shown in the as shown here. So this is the report which will be generated after running the Flutter Doctor command. So it shows if anything is missing in your if anything is missing in your in your computer, then the Flutter Doctor will let you know. For example, connected device, no devices are available. So this the Flutter Doctor will let you know in the report. So step number 6, you need to install the LaTeX Android SDK if reported by Flutter Doctor as shown in the report. Step number 5, you need to install the LaTeX Android Studio if reported by Flutter Doctor, of course. Step number 8, you need to start an Android emulator or connect a real Android device to the system. So you have already now installed your Flutter platform. You want now to start like emulating, developing your mobile app. You need now to connect your computer with the Android or iPhone-based mobile phone to your system. So install Flutter and Dart plugin for Android Studio. Step number 9, this provides a startup template for creating new Flutter application. You see later on in the coming sessions. So this is an option to run and debug Flutter application, the Android Studio itself. This is step number 9. So after installing all these tools and needed plugin in your computer, you can now open the Android Studio and then click Settings, Plugin. So select the Flutter plugin and click Install. So click Yes when prompted to install the Dart plugin, and then you can restart the Android Studio. So this is all about the installation steps of Flutter development platform in Windows-based mobile, in Windows-based computers. So we're going now to look into how you can install Flutter development platform in Mac OS-based computers. So the same step, you need to go to the Flutter websites shown here and download the LaTeX Flutter SDK. Step number 2, same to Flutter installation in Windows computer. You need to unzip first and then select where you want to like store your downloaded folder. So step number 3, you need to update the system path to include Flutter bin directory. Again, this is very important step for a Flutter installation in Windows and Mac OS-based computers. Step number 4, enable the updated path in the current session using the below command. So you need to input this command so that you can change the path of the bin directory in your machine. So Flutter provides a tool, the same Flutter Doctor, which check if all the system requirements of a computer is being met, and if not, then it provides you with a report so that anything that's missing in your computer, you can then just install it. So step number 5, install the LaTeX Xcode if reported by Flutter. Step number 6. So install the latest Android SDK. If reported by Flutter, you can also install the latest Android Studio if reported by Flutter Doctor. And step number 8, you need to start an Android emulator or connect a real Android device to the system, or an iOS mobile phone to your system. Open iOS simulator or connect a real iPhone device, of course, similar to step number 8. And then step number 10, just install Flutter and that plugin for Android Studio. After installation of all these tools and the plugin, you're ready now to go by opening Android Studio. Go to Preferences, Plugins, select the Flutter plugin and click Install. Click yes when you plan to install that, and then restart the Android Studio. So this is a closed platform platform that's Flutter for smart farming applications development. This is just the slide I like, showing the capabilities of mobile phones in the farming industry. Thank you very much. This marks the end of my second session in this course. Thank you very much.